welcome to the Oprah Winfrey Show. I'm Oprah Winfrey. With me today is Chaucer to talk about his tales. Welcome, Chaucer. Tell us about your book and how your writing is going.
Well, Oprah, it's going pretty well so far. I haven't really finished it yet, but my ultimate goal is that each character will tell two stories. I've really focused on two of the primary deadly sins in the tales. The first one is talking about greed, and the second is lust.
Speaking of intentions, what are your intentions or purposes for the tales?
Well, Oprah, I use satire to demonstrate, my mockery and the irony in the tales. For example, I use satire to show the corruption within the church at the time. I also use frame stories, and a frame story is just a story within a story.
Interesting. So why Canterbury? Doesn't that seem a little random?
Well, not really. See, there's a cathedral in Canterbury where the archbishop had been killed by the king, and people therefore want to visit Canterbury to show their respects. Others kind of want to take advantage of it and make some money, some profit, like the partner. You'll find out more about him later on.
Sounds fascinating. Thank you, Chaucer, for joining us today, and welcome our new guest from Chaucer's Prologue, the host. So you are the host in Prologue. Tell us a little about yourself and some of the main characters in the Prologue.
Well, I'm basically the leader of the group, and I'm awarding dinner to whoever tells the best tale. And some of the main characters is the knight, who's a brave and experienced man, the wife of Bath, who loves marriage and sex, the partner, who is a fraud and accepts profits from indulgences, and the nun, who tells a saint's life.
Now, I understand Chaucer's irony with some of his characters to show the corruption of the church. How exactly are the people categorized?
Well, there's three classes. The first estate is the church or the clergy, and those are mainly people who pray. The second estate is the feudal or nobility. Those are the people who fight. And the third one is the city or peasantry, and those are basically everyone else under feudalism.
You mentioned the partner earlier, who seems like a greedy person. Let's thank the host for joining us, and let's watch a sneak preview to the...
Let's make an oath to find Death and kill him! Yeah!
You're looking for Death? You'll find him over there.
We should wait till sundown before we take this back. Go into town and get us some drinks.
3 drinks, Governor. Here, they're in bottles. Have you any strong poison?
So we get him when he comes back, and then our share will be even bigger. My old friend. Let's drink to more treasure.
Pardon, a special guest. Let's bring in the partner. That was a cool video. Tell us about the lesson or moral of the story and the motifs.
Well, Oprah, the theme of my story is greed, and greed is one of the 7 deadly sins which Chaucer incorporated into his story. The theme deals with how deception and corruption ultimately lead to destruction. Kind of a greedy fellow, like to sell things, however. Chaucer also puts a lot of irony into my story.
How so?
Well, the central ironic theme is that death comes swiftly to those who seek it. In the story about the 3 rioters, the 3 rioters go out looking for death and in hopes of catching him and killing him, but in the end, death finds them first, and they end up all dying. Moreover, the choice of the 3 rioters, specifically the number 3, is a specific recurring motif, and the number 3 represents the Trinity.
Well, there you have it, folks. Go read Chaucer's The Partner's Tale to understand and analyze the work.
Would you be interested in buying this rare artifact?
Oh, no thank you.
You're sure?
I'm
It's
sure.
one of a kind.
Thank you. Let's watch a sneak peek of Wife of Bath's tale.
And one day he was riding down by the river. He was all alone, and he saw this virgin lass.
I'll spare you if you can tell us what do women most desire. An answer to that will keep your neck bones safe from this hard iron.
He went to every door and every town where he could hope to unearth the answer. But everyone had a different idea.
Mother, what do women most desire?
Give me your oath. You'll do the very next thing I ask of you, and before sunset, you'll have your answer.
My oath, you have it. Anything.
Your life is safe. Listen.
My Lady Queen, apparently, women desire sovereignty over husband and lover. They desire the upper hand at all times.
He had his life.
Sovereign Lady Queen? Oh, I gave him that answer. In return, he swore he'd do the first thing I asked. Take me as your wife.
He had no choice but to marry her, to take the old woman into his bed.
You're so hideous, so old, and so common.
I could change all that if only you behaved a little more courteously to
Are
me.
you surprised at me?
Look at me.
Kiss.
Last guest for the night is the one and only wife of Bath. Tell us about yourself and the lessons or moral of your story, too, along with any listeners.
Well, I've had 5 husbands in the past, and I consider myself a pretty witty and jovial person, but unfortunately, many people don't seem to find me attractive. In my tale, the moral is that women's empowerment is a big deal. Another moral is that appearances aren't everything. One of the main motifs is the disappearing or transforming character, but so I don't reveal too much, you're going to have to read my tale to find out about that.
Thank you, wife of Bath. If you want to find out more or become familiar with the text for Mrs. Cup's final, read the tales. Good night, everyone.